Hey guys, it's me. It's like 3:02 right now. Um Now I'm looking at my email and I see I see that there. I see a lot of other things as well that's like connected to the Pinterest too, which I get a lot of stuff on my Pinterest. There's my son's teacher, but also stuff from Amazon, and I see where they closed the case out, which I really wish they didn't close the case out, but they did. So the idiots are going to still be working there. But, that's who they have there, okay? That's who they have there, and they're fine with those people. Like this notification thing for eBay. It's kind of weird. I haven't used eBay in a long time. I didn't know it was connected to this email, you know, which, I personally, I wish that, things would be different. The way that they handle, cases and stuff. I know that it does. I know that being a big company, you have to do things the way they need to do things. I get that because there's a lot of people that lie and all that, and it saves the company, they have to save their ass first, right? I get it. I totally get that. I understand. But here's some other things. Oh, I'm just looking at Indeed. Actually, I think we've done some things for this company as a screen printer. Well, I was designing for the company I was working for, but we've done stuff like some apparel for that company. Anyway, anyways, personally, my thing is that no one should have to go through that. What I went through, what I explained, what the attack was, no one should have to go through that. Whenever you go to work that, you have to maneuver around people you don't like. But when you say, I don't want to talk to someone, like, I don't want that person around me, that should be honored. Point blank, period. Not having that person walk by you, like, in the morning, like Bill did, you know? Like, it was gross. It was kind of like, it was very intrusive. It was very, like, I didn't like it. Even though this motherfucking place knows I have post-traumatic stress because somebody on the monitor was getting off on it. They were like, oh, let's go and watch this. So even, I had to put in my resignation. Who wants to be watched all the time? Who wants to be like put in a scenario where you feel comfortable a lot? That's abuse, And I was going through that a lot there. And I had to monitor myself. I had to like watch myself. You know, I mean, somebody that suffers from, you know, PTSD, you know, it's somebody was on that monitor watching. They were getting off on it. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that anymore. Period. And if these people think that they get away with things, they don't get away with shit. Okay? Even though they are not being investigated. But you know what? I have a feeling that even though that they terminated it, seriously, like there's a lot of red flags in that building. That building is a whole fucking red flag. Really. You know, 2 suicides is too many. You know, and nobody cares about that. Nobody understands why that place is the way it is. I know why. Oh, I know why. Speaking from my experience, speaking from, you know, let's say you know, you have somebody that's a principal. They got that title as a principal for a reason, right? Let's say that you can't even go to the principal because you know that principal can't do they're not doing their job. You know, we have a problem. Because I know if my son got in trouble or if he had trouble at school, like, where the fuck would he go? He'd go to the office. And then it would go to the principal, and then the principal would have to go and fucking see what the fuck is going on. You know, I mean, that's what he gets paid to fucking do. I don't know what they get paid to do, but they don't do their job. They don't. That's just my personal opinion. Really. It really needs to be shut down. You know? Really, really. Confirmation. I just heard a ding over there. But yeah. I think... Yeah, this is the first time, but I get a lot of Pinterest. I was looking at my thing here, and I was getting a lot of the Pinterest. I was just getting a lot of them. But I don't see them on here, which is funny. Let's go to the next one here. I don't see them on here. It's funny. There's his math teacher. Or is that the first one? Okay. Well, there's a Pinterest one. There's the IP meeting, yeah. There's another one. I'm just now looking at my email. See, I don't see any of those. I would have to say that. See, I don't see any of the like Pinterest ones. That was the only thing that I saw from, but it's on my tablet here, all of the notifications, which is very weird. I just started getting notifications. I mean, I can look on my phone, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing with this stalking thing. Everything is not discredited, you know? It's not. It's not discredited at all. Everything is suspect. Everything. So I have to, like, be mindful. So I might end up having to, like, you know, do the Indeed thing. That's the way it is anymore, I guess. You know, I think I will do pretty good elsewhere. I mean, I'll take some of these skills with me. Whatever. Whatever. But I'll take some of these skills with me. I mean, I'm just wondering if the casino's hiring. I think that would be an interesting place to work. Meet a lot of people. So, all right, guys, that's it.